So look, I'll be honest with you, this was one of the hardest That Was Today in Thailand that I've had to make, simply because for the past couple of weeks I've been wondering what the is wrong with Phuket. And then I realized there's nothing wrong with Phuket because, well,
It's perfect.
it's the people. Guys, I'm going to tell you something right now that's going on here. It's giving Phuket such a bad name, a bad reputation, and sadly enough, it's not Phuket's fault. It's people's fault. Let me explain. Why, hello there, guys, and welcome to That Was Today in Thailand with me, your crazy, kooky host. Yes, it is Thailand's happiest hobo, coming at you live from an undisclosed location somewhere completely off of Phuket, simply because, guys, I had to get away from the craziest, the chaos, and the insanity. I'm going to tell you something, guys. That picture in the opening, that happened right in front of Central Phuket Festival over in Phuket town, and it's happening more and more here where guys are jumping people. They're beating the absolute out of them for no reason at all. Apparently that altercation was because some idiot on a bike was making remarks about the guy's girl on the back of his bike, and then all of a sudden two guys start beating out of one guy. And guys, I'm going to tell you something. This is happening more and more. I've noticed it driving around with friends on my bike. I'll stop at an intersection, I'll stop at a stop sign, stuff like this, and some testosterone-filled will pull up beside me, look her up, look her down, start making all of these really unnecessary remarks. Guys, look, there's thousands of girls on this island. Don't try to mac out on some chick that's on somebody else's bike, because it's going to turn bad for somebody in a hurry. Now, me, I just look at it and laugh. I'm like, yeah, whatever, buddy. You know, you're an absolute loser. She thinks you're a loser. It's just the way it is. But, man, I'm telling you something. You get into these exchanges with people and the fists get flying, man, I'll tell you something. It's nuts. I'm going to give you two examples of stuff that has happened to me in the past month where, again, guys, I had to get off the island because I'm getting to the point where, wow, it's just crazy. I won't even really go over to Kata and Karan right now, simply because of, again, the testosterone-filled knuckleheads that are over there. But just last week, I was at Big C, and I parked my bike, and there was a guy getting off of his bike, and he was parked in the do not park zone. You can tell what they are because there's red, white, red, white, red, white stripes. Don't park there. So I just went over to him. I said, man, listen, I wouldn't park. You, all of this stuff. He's screaming at me. I give you no. I'm like, dude, whatever, man. I'm just trying to save you some money. You're going to get a ticket. All right, fine, not a problem. I go into Big C, I do my thing, come back out. Now he's screaming at a cop because the cop's got his bike chained up, giving him 1,000 baht fine. And I'm like, idiot. Oh my, I'm telling you guys, it is every day for some strange reason. Now, you guys know that at nighttime, I love going down. I play with these certain dogs, and I always go to the same Family Mart to play with this one dog. I've had her in a bunch of my videos and stuff. So the other night I go down, and I will admit, look, I parked a little bit too close to this guy's bike. I was on the very end of the row. However, he had all kinds of room on the opposite side to get on his bike. Not a problem at all. He starts effing this and effing that, and he actually went over and kicked my bike. And I'm like, dude, man, listen, come down, try to move the bike, and he's now screaming in my face. Thankfully, there's some guys there that know me, some local guys, and they came down and they're kind of like, look, man, chill out, go home. Like, man, I'm telling you, it's insane. Driving is not only suicidal because of how crazy the traffic is, but the way that these guys are acting, and nobody knows how to drive. That's me. That's me included, guys. I'll be the first one to admit I don't fully understand the laws here. I do my best not to kill people or myself, but at the end of the day, I don't know what is going on. You've got people passing you on the inside, the outside. You've got stuff coming at you head on that are passing slower vehicles in their lane. It's insane. And I found that a lot of these, and again, testosterone-filled meatheads on these great big T-Maxes and stuff like that, they're cutting in if you're trying to pull into a parking spot. All of a sudden, they're locking up the brakes and they're coming back and they're all puffed up like this, walking. Really? It's that important that you're going to come back and do that? Man, I'm telling you, Phuket is lovely, guys. It is paradise. It's people that suck. Guys, I'm going to tell you something. I've lived here for 2 years and I absolutely have loved it. I haven't loved it the last couple of months, and that's why I have, got out of Patong, went to Surin. Surin is, sad enough, full of meatheads too for some strange reason. So now I'm completely off the island. Been up in Koh Lak, been up north, man, I really don't know what to say. It's just, I miss my little slice of paradise. Wow, it's just so depressing. It really is. And again, it's not Phuket, guys. It's people. Now, on a positive note, giving everybody a little bit of hope, and I mean a little bit of hope here, guys. Scientists were baffled in Japan when a gibbon became pregnant, yet she lived completely alone in an enclosure. As it turned out, the 34-year-old gibbon beside her was able to get it on through a hole that was less than a third of an inch. Yes, a third of an inch large, guys. So always remember, there's hope for all of us. There truly is. Unless you're blasting around Phuket right now on a bike and you run into some meathead, yeah, that might be the end of you. Other than that, there's always hope, guys. And remember, Phuket is perfect. It's people that suck. Until next time, guys, cheers.